Alright guys, it's really hot out today, but I'm finally getting around to getting these other guys up. Looks like I might just be perfect timing here. So I just want to show you, I brought them out here so that we can compare them, and I already got them dried out. Here are the ones that I harvested last time, and they're not necessarily all that big, but they look like they've dried out nicely. So far, I don't know how much more drying they need. It's a little bit of color showing through on some of these. Well, there might actually be a little bit of discoloration next to that purple, so I'm not exactly sure how good they are on the inside. I might have to crack one of these open just to look at them at some point, which will work well for these little ones since my wife's been wanting to get some garlic, some homegrown garlic for cooking. So we might crack one of these open sometime soon here. But I'm going to try to get these guys here popped out. And something that I have been told, or at least read about, is that these guys are in the ground. I don't want to damage the stalks trying to rip them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back a little ways here, probably about right there, if you can see that. I'm going to stab down in and gently lift them here, and I'll let you see that as I'm doing it here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed here. Okay, so I just got it loose with my really nice knife here. I really like using those. There it is. That looks much bigger than the last ones. Shake that off here. Ooh, yeah, those look nice. And so just comparing, these look like almost double the size, which is really nice. And so it looks like only so far one layer, maybe 2 layers up here peeled off when I went to pull on it. Like I said, I was trying to put as much of my strength into levering it up with that knife, but I still had to do a little bit of tugging up top here. They just have such a nice root network underneath here, which is crazy. You can kind of see, I don't know if it's just the core of the roots there, or if it's like a main stem you can almost see right here. But these guys have a really healthy root system. It looks really nice. So I'm going to get the rest of these guys pulled up, including this last one that I have here in this container here, and then we'll compare them side by side here for you. Okay, one more pause real quick. You can actually see, I just yanked this one up. You can see this massive root that's going. I don't know if it's going through the roots here. Did it pass through those roots? Okay, yeah, looks like it passed through those roots. I wonder what that is, because that's not from any of my plants there. There's nothing over here. For a second I thought this was going straight into my... I don't know what that is. I don't like it, but it might be from this big tree that's right back here, actually. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. I'll get to ripping these last 2 out here real quick. Alright, so here they are. It's just so hot out today. And it looks like for the most part, they're a pretty good size. You can kind of see that. Just how thick they are compared to these ones. Just side by side. I reckon that they're, this one here is a little small, this one here is a little bit smaller. But I'd reckon they're generally about double the size, just from planting them in the ground versus in those pots. And those pots was all just homemade composted soil, chicken manure, whatever you want to call it. And this was, a little bit of that stuff, but mostly just the soil in the ground. So it seems like I've got a pretty good soil for growing these. And I'd really like to try and get some soft neck growing. These are all hard neck, to see how well those do as well. I've never really had good luck growing soft neck, but we'll see if I can't get something good over this winter growing of soft neck, so I can compare these to the soft neck, and then I'll know which ones are best for me to grow in my area. But I just thought I'd show that to you guys. I'd definitely be doing this again, maybe a lot more volume, because I don't know how long these will last us in our kitchen. But I just thought I'd show that to you guys. Hope you enjoy. And I'll I'll see you next. I got some potatoes I'm probably going to be pulling out of the ground here pretty soon too, so stay tuned for that.